I played the passage, episode 3 of Ulysses, again for my students, and they started getting things out of it. Right here in episode 3, we have a character, Stephen Dedalus, who's confused, walking alone, crushing shells. Now, the shell's symbolic, right? We can think of, he said that the shell is a coin. It could be like a kind of a coin. And a coin is just as meaningless as the shell, really. That's the point. But seem to be valueless. And Joyce is telling us Steve is not good with money. He can hold on to it, and he's disconnected from material concerns. Or maybe he's just failing to manage them. But what we're really seeing here is someone who is deeply philosophical, deeply intellectual. And now we're inside his mind. This is the brilliance and the challenge of modernist writing. Take William Faulkner, for instance. He was writing around the same time. Another modernist, a Southern American voice. Faulkner came to Paris, tried to run in the same circles. Hemingway, Joyce, Ezra Pound, Fitzgerald, Gertrude Stein. But it wasn't his scene. He said, nope, let me go back to the South. And that's where he's comfortable. And in his work like The Sound and the Fury, you get characters like Benji, who is mentally disabled, an idiot in the terminology of the time. And yet Faulkner writes from his perspective. That's a whole other level of difficulty, but also an incredible level of, empathy? Yeah, to have a creative mind that can enter another person's consciousness and charge it, bring it to life, well, that's pretty powerful. And it's hard. I have pretty severe ADHD, and just being real here, and my thoughts zigzag everywhere, all over the place. If someone tried to write out what's in my head, oh my goodness, it's chaos, total chaos. Like, bonjour, mon petit choux. Good morning, my little cabbages. Sometimes things just come into my head, just like in Stephen Dedalus. He says things, he starts singing to himself. Well, that's just being human, or maybe being crazy. But it can be done, and that's what these writers are doing, right? It's that's the technique, the stream of consciousness, right? There's so many thoughts raging like in a river. And I don't think it's used much anymore. Not really, but because how many people really read? And even if they do read, they're not often reading at that level, kind of depth, right? That kind of demand, that kind of engagement. But Joyce, Faulkner, Virginia Woolf, T.S. Eliot, they demanded something of the reader. They demanded a lot more than something, actually. They didn't just give you a story. They gave you a mind to inhabit.